Hey everybody, this is a special designated writers video, or I guess a designated video. I'm JJ.
It's Teddy Allen.
And it is a special occasion when we bust out the video camera here in the beautiful studios, the Designated Writers Studios. Tell them why we're here doing this, Teddy.
Well, happy anniversary, everybody.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day is when DW launched last year, so we're 1 year old today. And we wanted to tell you how much we love you and appreciate you.
Yeah, and we're going to give you just a few retrospective on our mini year in the business. We could tell you how this all started. Like on February 13th, we decided to do it, and then February 14th came along, and there it was. But actually, it was almost years in the making, but it was months in the making.
Yeah, think about it. It was about 18 months ago. I'm driving down West Kentucky in my vehicle, almost home. And I've been thinking about calling you. My phone rang, and it was you.
It was me.
And what had happened was I had been let go of my duties at the newspaper a couple months before.
Summarily dismissed,
right.
I like to say.
And I'd had Sunday columns in there since 91.
Right.
Between 91 and 08, I think I wrote 3 and 4 a week. So I was looking for something else somewhere else to write. I was thinking about going it alone. It's funner if you do stuff with somebody, in my experience. So probably a week before, I'd been hired back at the paper, but still wanted to pursue. So when you called, there was something I had been thinking about. And I said, what's up? And JJ launched into something that I just said was he was thinking about trying to start a site where we could write. And we could also ask buddies of ours to write. And it'd be stuff you wouldn't really read anywhere else or see anywhere else like this.
We had no idea. I mean, this part of it, the writing part of it, and we knew a little bit about video, but the whole website part of it, we had no clue. None.
We had to bring in extended members of the DW family.
Yeah, we did, and thank goodness we did. And they took care of all that business. Again, not an overnight process, but it worked nonetheless. And, abracadabra and a few legal things to take care of, some documents to sign, and some credit cards to give them. And next thing you know, we're here. So that's it. That was a year ago, just February 14th. We wanted to have a launch date. Teddy kept saying, hey, when about this? January 1st? No. And we said, let's just show people how much we love them and do it on Valentine's Day.
We've been doing Daily Happens for 3 or 4 months, and so then we launched full-fledged launch. And again, it's nothing scientific. It's in the works. What do you call it? It's
in progress.
Right, it's in progress. It's a work
in
progress, or a play in progress.
Let's look back at some of the things that we've done in the last year. I got some stories off the top of my head that I really enjoyed doing. And I'll tell you, one of them I did, way before Designated Writers ever started. But it's what kind of got me back in this writing frame of mind. And it was when I was at the beach with the family, and a former family friend who had played baseball with and against my son was pitching over at Pensacola. And that's Austin Ross, who had been so close to being a major league player. He'd been in AAA a couple of times and never got the call. And that was the first story. I went over there and interviewed him. It was that kind of got the bug started in me. I got a chance to write something that was, more than 200 words. That was probably more than 2,000 words. As it turned out, the story actually changed from when I originally interviewed him till we launched DW. But we made a quick little amendment there at the end. But that was the story that kind of got, as you might say in other terms, kind of got my blood flowing about this whole process. I really enjoyed doing, they call it a takeout story sometimes in newspaper writing. So that was one of the ones for me.
Yeah, and if you go to DW and click on features, you'd be able to get back to that and read. And there's also some videos. JJ implanted in there. Austin Ross, a beautiful kid, play with our boys, and his story's like hundreds of others that are fixing to happen. I mean, or that will happen this summer. You're almost there. The phone rings, and it maybe for you, maybe for somebody else.
Another this is a non-written story, but I know special meaning to me and Teddy. I'll let you talk about it. Is showing how much advanced planning we had. It was the Andy Russo interview, which you made happen for us.
It was back in the formative days of DW, right when we first started. You can still see that video. We need to get you some more of those up. But it's fun talking to him. We went back 35 years to Carl, the Mailman Malone, and the Sweet 16. And it was he was back in Ruston, so it was good to visit with him. And there's a lot more guys and females like that around who I'd like to catch up with, and perhaps we can in the coming year.
Yeah, that was a fun video. I got a lot of response. A lot of people, when we launched about this time of year, obviously during basketball season, you got a chance to see what Andy was doing. And, he's he's still going strong. I mean, he's 70 years old now, which is hard to believe. We knew him when he was 31 or 32, but and we're still the same age too. So I don't know how that worked. But that was a fun one to do.
It was. We won't keep much longer. I thought we had some good stuff from the Masters.
Oh yeah, you were there. You were
Patrick Reed, a homeboy. He held off all comers. It's a really wonderful tournament. Louisiana guy. Your stuff recently on baseball and rule changes and stuff. I hadn't read that anywhere else around here. The Daily Happens. You never know, but there's a feature, some classic columns and features we've went back and written. You can still go in there and again click around in the banner and find some stuff you might have missed.
One of the stories that I got the most response for, it's kind of when I thought, and obviously the Saints thing the day after that happened. That of course everyone's going to read that. But the one that kind of out of nowhere response I got on a Daily Happen, which was a little bit longer than normal, was what has happened to field day. I went to my grandson's field day, and there's no more broad jump, high jump, dash. You talk about change. And I got a lot of response on that. I really enjoyed that one as well. And you've had, again, I think sentimental-wise, you always had a few. When Emily got married, that was always a big thing for you, too.
I got married. That was back in May. It's been an eventful year.
Yeah, it has been.
Around the DW offices.
Lots of things we want to get to. I know Teddy's always got things percolating in there. I've got two stories in particular that I wouldn't say been dying to write, but I don't want to go that strong with it. But I need to get to it. One of them is about an event that happened more than 50 years ago in Shreveport, which I've done all the research for. You just got to put fingers on the keyboard at some point. I haven't done that yet. And another one is a little more personal to me. It's a retracing my steps of my ancestry that I did last summer. Haven't gotten around to writing those either. But I just want you to know we got lots of. We're not just off the top of our heads. So we got stuff thinking that we're going all the time. And this guy to my right, your left, there's no telling what's coming out next.
Well, I've seen some of the video of the story Jay was talking about his ancestry. Of course, he comes from a family they were pornography stars, and that's why we're working with the FCC.
Yeah,
but it's actually an awesome story from down South Louisiana. You'll like the video too. I'll make him write it.
All right, so anyway, I want to give you a thank you for happy anniversary number 1. We hope there's happy anniversary number 2 somewhere along the line. We appreciate, as always, you watching and reading and commenting and letting us know that you're out there, because that's, writers always say, we do it for ourselves. Maybe so. We do it for people who want people to read it too and watch it and so on. So thanks for doing all that. It's been a great year.
You bet. Happy Valentine's Day.